Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1998 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey as I originally transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Following my divorce, I decided I wanted to do something different, totally different than I'd done in the past. And so I was curious about the online world. So I thought, okay, I'm going to jump online and see what I can figure out. So in 2017, I came online. I joined actually the ClickFunnels certification program, not the original, but the second version of the certification program, and now they've come out with their ClickFunnels 2.0 and they have a whole new certification program, which I chose not to participate in because my vision challenges, and I thought, okay, it's probably not, it was a great way to learn, and I probably should still be hopping into and doing my ClickFunnels 2.0, but I'm not, and I'm thinking about it today as like, I really need to hop on that and get my online presence back in order, because there's definitely missing pieces going on, and I'm aware of it, but I also need help getting it up and running again. Anyway, a topic for another day. Today, a couple pieces of content I created because I like to hop online and create content every morning. I know some people think it's overkill, 1,998 days in a row, with the exception of Christmas 2019, when I did have COVID, before they knew that COVID was a thing. I was sicker than a dog. I could barely get off the couch, and so I did not do my videos that day. It's the only day I can remember in the recent history that I have not done them. I usually find a way to get them done, even if it's 11:30 at night, they get done. And that's me holding myself accountable to something. And I don't ever, and I would never expect anyone else to do that, but I know that if I'm consistent and true to myself, then everything else falls into place. So that's one of the reasons I do content every day. So today, for Supersize Your Business, which is my business group, we talked about the idiom, make every moment count. I love this idiom. It's a great idiom. There's a wonderful saying by Albert Einstein that, you know, every moment that we can count doesn't necessarily count, and every moment that counts, we can't necessarily find a way to count that. Something to that effect. But it's a reminder that we need to be present in our life and in what we're creating in our life, not just kind of sleep our way through our life. And I'm guilty as the next person of sometimes I'm just sleepwalking through my life. Or there were literally there was a decade in my life where I literally was running through my life. I mean, I barely slept, I barely ate. I was so busy raising my kids, building businesses, working in corporate America, and, you know, trying to keep my relationship afloat, that it was hard to even remember that whole decade of my life, which is sad because I wasn't making every moment count. I was doing all the activities and doing all the things that I thought I should do, but I wasn't necessarily remembering and cherishing the times and the moments that I probably could have and should have. Now, are they buried in my memory bank somewhere? Yes. It's pretty hard to access them when I wasn't present in the first place and paying attention. So love that idiom. Love to know your experience with that particular idiom and expression, making every moment count. Are we remembering to be present in our own life and our own experiences? Our topic for this year's annual challenge, day 195 already of the Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to get what we want. And I was actually talking to my son about this yesterday. I said, and coaching him on the importance, because he's got a lot going on, you know, of breaking things down into little bite-sized pieces and having your big long-term legacy goals, but making sure that you're doing at least one little thing. It can be one tiny thing every day to move you toward your biggest goals. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Some days we'll do really big, massive action things, but the vast majority of the days of our life, we're just making little tiny steps toward what it is that we want. So we had a really interesting discussion about that yesterday. I always like talking to my kids about things that are important and hoping that I'm leaving, and that we're having shared moments and shared experiences, and that I'm leaving an impression on them, because I'm not going to be here forever, right? None of us are. And I want to make sure that I've left them better off as human beings than had I not been here, or had I died when I had my sudden cardiac arrest in 2010. So those are the content pieces that I created today. I, as always, would love feedback or your input on those things. And again, I share why I create them, and it's as much for me learning and growing and personally developing as it is to share with other people and with the world. So I think that we forget that the more we share, the more we give, the more we get in return. And I guess I try not to forget that. I try to be grateful for that every single day. If you have any questions, if I can help you in any way, hit me up. It's Friday here in my neck of the woods. So Fridays are my communication catch-up, coaching and a lot of end of the week things. I've had Fridays. I was one of those people that created a 4-day work week in my business before a 4-day work week was even before it was even popular, and partly because I always had businesses on the side in corporate America, so I needed to figure out and structure my businesses as well as other businesses so that Friday was kind of my catch-all day, or I want to participate in things that are for my personal growth and development day. And so I've always had it structured that way. I haven't always had it structured that way for decades now, which is kind of like always. Once we do something for a decade or so, it becomes a habit, and we set things up, and we always have the ability to set things up in our favor so that we're winning and having successes every day. It's all based on how we define success. If I think I have to do these grandiose things and achieve all of this great big goal before I can be a success, I'm probably never going to get there, because I'm never going to feel like I'm making enough progress toward it. But if I break it down into little pieces, and every day I do a little piece, I get to feel successful. Guess what? All of a sudden, I am automatically feeling successful every day. What happens when we feel successful every day? We attract more success and more gratitude and more positivity and more energy toward getting what we want. And all of a sudden, we're knocking things off our bucket list, our to-do list, and our desire and goals list faster than we ever imagined possible. All right, have a great day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.